Marina, you are undoubtedly one of our most accomplished and successful leading ladies in Australia. I think the list of titles that you have performed in, I believe this is the first time that you've performed in The Sound of Music.
It is.
How's it been? How's it been different to some of the other big shows that you've done?
Look, you know, the word iconic is being thrown about a bit today, but it's really the appropriate word for this show. And, you know, as somebody that has inhabited musical theatre for so long, it's a dream to be able to be part of this production. And indeed, just this particular piece is so special. And it's an absolute joy. And I get to kind of really enjoy it, but I'm not running around singing every song.
Exactly.
It's quite relaxing.
Nice to be back home in Melbourne for a bit.
It's divine, and this is one of my favourite theatres. It's so beautiful, and Melbourne really is the home of great theatre, I have to say, and great theatres and great coffee. So it's so fantastic to be here and be doing this.
Great. Well, we couldn't be more privileged to have you in this production,
Thanks,
so thank you.
Thank you.
And obviously, Mr. Cameron Daddo. Cameron, we were having a chat in your dressing room the other day, and I got to see all the research books that you've got stacked high, and there's one there on Captain Von Trapp. You've obviously done a lot of reading and a lot of follow-up into researching this role. Has anything really resonated with you?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, well, firstly I wanted to understand who he was, because obviously the Von Trapp family are real. And it is based on a true story, and I wanted to know who the captain was up to the point where we meet him in The Sound of Music. And so, yeah, I read he wrote an autobiography. It's really an account of his time at sea in the First World War with the Austro-Hungarian Navy. And then it takes it up to the point where the flag was lowered for the last time on his submarine, and it's quite moving. But one thing that the brilliance of Rodgers and Hammerstein in this musical is they included a song about Edelweiss. I wish they were alive, because I would love to ask them if they actually knew what they were writing about in terms of the botanical qualities of Edelweiss, which is to ward off, it's an essence to ward off evil spirits. So in this moment where the captain chooses to sing Edelweiss in front of the Nazis, is to ward off these evil spirits, get the hell out of my country, you know. And also, it's the ultimate love charm of the Alps, is Edelweiss. And if a suitor comes back to his girlfriend with Edelweiss, she knows that this is a commitment, because he's just climbed up the top. It only grows at the top of the mountains. So yeah, so if he comes back with a bouquet of Edelweiss, it knows he's committed to this, and this is important.
It's actually interesting, because my character, the Baroness, actually gets given some Edelweiss, but I don't want to be a spoiler, but I don't get the guy. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so I think that's brilliant. It just adds another dimension to what we're doing up here.